Oh, oh shit. We live? All right. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What is good? What is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know who I be. Good Dr. Mike T. Be back again. Once again. You already know what it is, baby. Instant classic in the making. First time to the channel, guys. Make sure you subscribe, notify, do all the good things to make stuff well versed in the good dots content. All my good stuff shall be listed in the link in the description area below. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Doc came on a little bit late tonight. Have some things I need to take care of. So, unfortunately, that delayed my schedule for tonight. But whether you catch this one on the replay, whether you're able to catch this one on the live, salamat sa lahat, and thank you guys for joining the good doc on this particular live stream today. Wherever you guys are reporting in the world today, I appreciate you locking in. I appreciate you locking in because this is a very, very important topic of conversation. One conversation that must be had and one that is not had as often as it needs to be had. Now, when a lot of gentlemen choose to travel to the Philippines, man, I kind of feel like a lot of us are trying to find at least someone that is compatible for us. Don't necessarily mean we got to get married. Don't necessarily mean that we're looking to have kids. But you want somebody that you can at least kick it with for a significant period of time. If you're just looking for a little bit of fun, you want to be able to be with somebody that you can have fun with. Correct me if I am wrong. But my boy Charles Merchant sent me something earlier today, and it made me think. And when he asked this particular, not asked the particular question, but when he made the particular statement, I was like, well, damn, that's actually sound logic and sound thinking, and it's definitely something that I think a lot of gentlemen can benefit from. So today, ladies and gentlemen, let's lock in. We are talking about the breadwinning Filipinas. They will never be yours. She is nothing more than a scout for resources. So a lot of people will probably be like, Doc, what are you talking about, bro? What do you mean when you say things like this? When a Filipina is the breadwinner for her family, i.e., the person that brings in the money, the person that people rely on, whether she's sending somebody to college, whether she's putting food on the table for her mother and her father, whatever the purpose may be, if she is the primary breadwinner of the family, chances are, if you date her, if you're with her, she'll never be yours. Why will she never be yours? Because at the end of the day, everything that she's doing is probably for the benefit of her family, not necessarily for the benefit of her in the relationship. Now, I don't know if a lot of you guys are well aware of this, but let me drop this quick news flash for that ass, ladies and gentlemen. The Philippines is a third world country. Yeah, I figured a lot of you guys knew that. So just wanted to make sure that just in case you didn't, I made sure I dropped that little tidbit of information for your ass. Okay. So Philippines is a third world country. For some people, work is scarce. For others, work is abundant, but the salary is not sufficient enough for them to be able to take care of themselves and to take care of others. So, with that being said, you have to understand that if you find a Filipina and you find out that she is the breadwinner for the family, or she's the one that the family relies on to bring in any amount of money, if you want to be with her, you have to understand that she's likely to be more focused on what she can do and accomplish for her family as opposed to what she can actually benefit from the relationship. So basically, she's only fucking with you for your resources. Now, I understand that doesn't sound nice. It doesn't sound like the best thing in the world. And, a lot of foreigners, when they understand the situation and they understand that if they're with the Filipina, that's a breadwinner, and they take away that particular breadwinner, you do have some foreigners that'll be like, you know what? If you fucking with me, here's what we'll do. You fucking with me, I'll help support the family. You do have some that are willing to put some dollars towards helping the family, but I kind of feel like the reality check of it all that a lot of foreigners don't take into consideration is the simple fact that if you're dealing with a Filipina that is the breadwinner of the family, chances are there's no real way around it. Her thought process will never be about what she could do for you as opposed to what you can do for her. I.e., what can I benefit from dating this foreigner man? How can I create a better life for myself? How can I create a better life for my family when dealing with this guy? As opposed to what can I do to create a better life with me and this guy? How can I really find love in this? Sometimes it has absolutely nothing to do with love. I kind of feel like when you're dealing with age gap relationships, and this is something that a lot of people don't talk about in reference to not necessarily the downside, but the other side of it. We talked about it yesterday. A lot of these younger Filipinas are dealing with the older foreigner guys because of stability and security. But that comes in play when it comes to this man helping to take care of the family. Sad truth, man. Filipinos will do whatever they can to take care of their family, man. I learned that the easy way and I learned that the hard way. They'll do whatever it takes to take care of their family. Filipinos are all about family, man. They're worse than fucking Dom from Fast and Furious, man. They are all about family. And when they're all about family, ladies and gentlemen, it's kind of like, okay, you'll never be number one in her life. It feels that way. It feels that if she's the breadwinner of the family, you'll never be number one in her life. Family will always be number one. So that puts you in a rock and a hard place. Now, if you're all about the idea of being able to support her, support the family, i.e., as a result, then you wouldn't have anything to worry about this one. You'll understand that this is the fair exchange and the transaction that exists between you and your Filipino. I'm taking her off the market. I'm taking away whatever income she could potentially bring to her family. And as a result, I'm cool with that. And I'm cool with being the supportive factor to her and her family. I've seen Filipinas cry over this shit, man. I've even made a video. This was a while back, man. You really got to jump through the catalog to figure out where this video comes from. But there was a video that I made, and there was this girl. She was crying and shit, and she was literally saying shit like, I don't care what happens to me because her family put a lot of pressure on her. And that's one of those downsides. The family puts a lot of pressure on these Filipinas to go out there and be something. I mean, once you graduate from college or once you do whatever it is and you're out there in the workforce and you're trying to make it happen, what you'll understand is these Filipino moms and these Filipino families put a lot of pressure on their kids. How are we going to eat? How are we going to do this? How are we going to keep our house? How are we going to keep the electric on? How are we going to keep water? What are we going to do? Not specifically what we are going to do, but what the fuck are you going to do about it? That's kind of how the pressures are put on Filipinas. And I've seen it with my own eyes. It's fucking sad. And I often have I have this real big gripe. And this is one of the one things that I talk about a lot and one of the things that I advocate for. Like, if you created all these motherfucking kids, right? If you are a mother or a father and you created all these little motherfucking crumb snatchers and shit, but you expect your oldest child, once they graduate, to do something to help everybody in the family, I'm like, why the fuck did you have all these kids for? Riddle me that, Batman. Why the fuck did you have all these kids if you're gonna sit there and expect your oldest sibling or oldest child, male or female, to come back, get a job, and now it's their responsibility to help take care of the family? You hear a lot of that shit, man, and you see a lot of it too. So now this girl's burning herself out to help support her family and like six other fucking siblings and shit. And you're like, yo, her time will never be mine. Her energy will never be mine. Why? Because everything that she's doing it for the specific part of the family or specific needs of the family. And it sucks. It sucks ass. All right. I've had situations wherein I've talked to and dealt with Filipinas that are all about family. They genuinely don't have time for you. And it's a mindset. It's like they raise these kids from the beginning of time to say, look, your job when you get older is to be the breadwinner of the family. Your job is to take care of us whenever you get a job. I might help you, I might help put you through college, or I might help you get through some shit. But once you get a job, I'm not working anymore. You take care of us as the family and you take care of the needs and responsibilities of the family. And I'm thinking to myself, look, man, that shit is stupid and it sucks. But I hear it so often that it kind of makes me mad. But then again, I have to fall back and say, yo, this is not my upbringing. This is not my culture. So how Philippine culture is, how it is, and how it differs from, where I grew up. Completely different. I mean, I'm blessed that my father and my mother still allow me to come around. Some people kick their kids out at 18 years old and say, fucking kick rocks, man, make it happen for yourself, right? And it kind of feels like that's the same way with Filipinas. But instead of kicking them out of the house, they'll be like, yo, it's your responsibility to take care of the house. Feel me? So when I have these conversations with Filipinas, and a lot of foreigners are asking me about dealing with women who have jobs and stuff like that, who it feels as though their primary responsibility is to take care of the family. When you look at it and you analyze the situation for what it is, her love will never be love for you. It's, I have to do this for my family. It kind of feels that way. And I'm only fucking with you to make sure that my people are good. If you make the promise to me that my family will be good, I'll give you whatever you want. And a lot of guys are willing to accept that compromise. Okay. You know what I mean? I got to send like a couple $100 a month, maybe $500 a month, top in $1,000 a month for you to make sure your family's good and you do whatever the fuck I want. Hey, fair compromise, right? But I don't care. I don't know how many of you guys care about love, but she'll probably never really fuck with you like that. You know, it's kind of like an arranged marriage. Take care of my family. I'll give you whatever you want. That's what it kind of feels like. That's the compromise that comes with the idea of dealing with a Filipina that is a primary breadwinner for her family. And when my boy Charles mentioned this in the chat, like, because we were talking, we weren't talking to IG, but he sent this message to me. And when I read it, I was like, bro, I said, that's significant because now foreigners, although it's no big surprise, it's almost as if foreigners are looked upon as the resource, right? Okay, I am the Filipina. I am the breadwinner. I take care of my family. I do this. I do that. What better way can I kill two birds with one stone? How can I not have to work this shitty ass job that pays me peanuts in the Philippines, sit on my ass, probably enjoy my best days, but have somebody take care of that responsibility for me? Ding, 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 motherfucking ding. Why don't I just deal with a foreigner? Not just any foreigner, but a foreigner with some resources, a foreigner with some means. I find that foreigner with some means, that foreigner with some resources. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Two birds, one stone. I tell this guy I'll be there for him, do whatever he needs me to do, whatever, 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 whatever. Just make sure that you give me money that I can send to my family. Easy compromise. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, a lot of people like to believe that any type of relationship that you have with a Filipino is transactional. I can almost to an extent not disagree with that statement. A lot of the relationships that a lot of guys have with women in general seem to be transactional, but I like to believe maybe it's just the romantic individual that exists within the good doc, Dr. Mike TV. I like to believe that, bitch, at least you like me, right? I like to believe at least you got some love in your heart for me, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes it's not. Look, I'm only fucking with you so that you can help me take care of my family. So when we say or make statements such as, you know, Filipinos who are breadwinners are never really yours, but rather they're a scout for resources, we have to understand that we can't be mad at that, can't be upset about it. We can't sit there and gripe, bitch, and moan about it. We just have to understand, look, this is just the way that the situation exists in front of us. So what are we going to do about it? Are we going to sit there? Are we going to accept the relationship as is? Be the take over the responsibility of being the primary breadwinner for that Filipino? Or are we going to sit there and say, you know what, love? I don't think this shit going to work. Right? It was fun, but you know what? I can't deal with a woman that's going to specifically sit there and use me for my resources. And that's it. Nothing to it but to do it, baby. I mean, these are things that I think about. These are things that I think that foreigners should take into consideration. If it don't bother you, shit, do your thing, man. If it has no bearing on how you live your life, if you're perfectly comfortable with being used as nothing more than a resource, by all means, man, these types of relationships will definitely work better for you because you already know what the Filipino needs you for. All you have to do is train her for what your needs are, cooking, cleaning, whatever it is, whatever type of activity you like to partake in inside the bedroom, and you make it happen, Captain. Can't tell you how to live your life, but at least I want you to understand this. Filipinos are very good at what they do. If you train them right, they will treat you right. But you have to understand that sometimes that training and all of that shit comes with a cost. If you're willing to pay the cost to be that boss, then you do what you got to do. But I want you to understand that cost is forever. You understand? The family is vast. Filipino families are large. So rather than it just being like a one off or a one time payment that a lot of foreigners might think that it is, no, sir. We're talking about family relatives if they go to the hospital. Somebody needs a tuition fee paid. Somebody needs this paid. Somebody needs that paid. The general expenses for the household, whatever it may be, when you take that Filipina off the market and she being the breadwinner, it's now your responsibility to take care of that. And guess what? There is no really saying no. I mean, can you say no? Yes, you can say no. But by you saying no, you're basically voiding the fucking contract that you basically signed up for when you took this bitch off the market. So riddle me this, Batman. Is it worth it for you? Do you believe that being in a relationship with a Filipina that's a breadwinner, taking her off the market or taking her out of the workforce, bringing her into the fold, bringing her underneath you and all of that shit, and now you taking the responsibility of the family, is it worth it for you? Because at that point, now all of a sudden, you got to start asking yourself questions. Granted, I might make an X amount of money a month and I do pretty good and I make a lot of money or I make at least enough money to feel comfortable with putting out that kind of cash. When you feel that level of comfort, are you cool with people just banging at your door if you're still living in the Philippines and you know the family knows where you live at, or people constantly hitting her up talking about so and so is sick and so needs this, so and so needs that? Are you comfortable with the idea of them coming to you instead of her? Because again, you take her off the if you take her out them streets, man, it's your responsibility now. It's like having an extra kid that comes with a lot of baggage. You have a lot of guys that'll be like, man, fuck it, bro. I'm not gonna deal with no Filipina that has kids, man. So many single Filipinas in there, man, with no kids, man. Fuck all that, man. I ain't about to do that. I ain't about to take care of nobody else. Same rules apply when you take a Filipina that's a breadwinner off the market. She may not have kids, but she's over here supporting the whole fucking family, bro. Do you really want that energy or do you really want that in your life? The questions that I believe all foreigners need to ask. But if you're not willing to ask those questions, if you're not willing to at least think about what that could potentially mean for you down the line, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to find yourself in a whole heap of trouble. All right? I see we got 11 people in the building. I appreciate 11 of y'all coming through, showing love to the good Dr. Mike TV. Man, appreciate y'all locking in. My boy said, get on cam, bro. I'm lazy as hell today. I'm sitting here laying on my bed, bro. No pause and shit. All right. But yeah, man, I'm comfortable. Now you see me, now you don't. Anywho, that's just to let you guys know. I don't have my camera set up, man. I'm just chilling. But this is the conversation that we're having. But my man says you missed one payment and they will repossess her. Been there and definitely done that. I feel you, man. That's a lot that goes into it, man. There's a lot that goes into that relationship. And I ask you guys, are you ready for that? Again, 11 in the building. Appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure y'all caress, molest, and distress yourself. I love that like button. It wants it, it needs it, most definitely has to have it. You guys want to support the good die, please feel free to do so. But of course, I'm happy unless you choose to come through, spend a little bit of time with your boy today. Now you're and then. Let's get back to it. My man says the Philippines is very cutthroat. You're best to go into the country with your eyes wide open. Culturally unfair dictates the oldest girl provides for the whole family. Yes, 9 or 10 deep, and best set limits on how much. Oh yes, if you don't set limits, man, they will take you for everything that you own, and y'all ain't ready for that. Trust me, y'all are not ready for that. Because again, like my man says, the minute they say no, they will repossess her ass like no tomorrow, man. This shit's scary. This shit's scary as hell. I could be on cam for a little bit. I just don't feel like it. He says, do Filipinas have to support? Hold on. I'll read the questions, man. Do Filipinas have to support her family too? It almost seems as though it's the responsibility of the oldest or the eldest Filipina. Usually it's the girl. For some reason, the guys don't have this exact type of kind of agreement. It's kind of like when the oldest Filipina, not the Filipino male, is in the oldest. It's kind of like that becomes their responsibility. They graduate from college if they go or whatever. Just being the oldest, man, it's kind of like man, I gotta take care of my family. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. It's just a fucking it's a pain in the ass. Okay. And if you come and it comes to dealing with Filipinas in general, I'm telling you right now, that responsibility will fall on you if that's the girl that you're choosing to deal with and or marry and or date at any particular moment in time. But then again, you have the option, right? The option of, oh well, I'm gonna let her work. If you let her work, then trust me, the time that you expect for her to be with you, shit ain't gonna happen, bro. That work, that time, that effort, that energy that you put into it, trust me, that's gonna be somebody else's. It's gonna be the family's. I'm working 6 days a week, and I may see you 1 day a week. If you are considering a relationship with a Filipino, I don't know what kind of relationship that would actually be. But if you take her out of the job and you assume the responsibility of the family, well, guess what? That responsibility falls on you. Any type of needs and wants and desires of the family is now your responsibility. Is that something that you are ready to sign up for? I think my computer died. Oh shit, my computer died. My bad. My man says usually the girl has to support. Yes, not the guy. It's crazy. My man says you seen the beam with the bar girl pulling a card out with her family in it. I have not, but that sounds fucking funny. All right, guys, give me a second. My other computer died. Unfortunately, 13 in the building, man. Appreciate y'all locking in. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe and do all the good shit. All of my good stuff listed in the links in the description area below. Y'all definitely make sure y'all caress, molest, and distress yourself all over that like button. It wants it, it needs, and most definitely has to have it. Like I said, if you want to support, please feel free to do so. But of course, I am happy and blessed you choose to come through, spend a little bit of time with me today. Now you're done. Let me set up my shit because my shit died on me. Anywho, back to business as usual. It sucks, man. It definitely sucks. And fortunately for me, I've never been in a situation where I had to deal with it like that. But I don't want my foreigners to have to deal with it like that either if it's unnecessary. You know, it could, it's detrimental to a man's psyche, especially my younger guys, right? My older gentlemen, if you're old and you're stable, I say that with all respect. If you're older and you're stable and you kind of got your shit together, it's kind of like, well, I bring in enough money every month. I got a nice little stable income. I'm retired. I can channel my energy into my relationship. I can channel my energy into this, whatever little bit of amount of money that she's asking for. I can afford it. No, it's not hurting my pockets. Um, at that point, it's kind of like, well, if it's not going to hurt me in that capacity, okay, I might as well do it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like doing your good deed. Some of us like doing good deeds. I like doing good deeds. I like being a good guy. I like doing what I can for the people that I can help, but I can't be there for everybody. And I kind of feel like it's a requirement by law for you to be there for the entire family. Anybody's birthday's coming up, who has to fund the party? You. Anybody gets sick, who has to fund the hospital bill? You. Who has to buy the medication? You. Who has to pay the tuition for the next kid in line to go to school? You. This is a responsibility that you take when you take that bread winning Filipino off the market. When you take the workhorse off the market, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? That's what you got to do. Or, and let me say this out loud because I just now thought about it because I just had an epiphany, like the good doc always does. Or you can pay the dowry, right? Huh? Everybody remember the dowry, right? You can talk, you can go to the family, right? And sit down, have a conversation with the family and be like, look, how much is it going to cost me to take that Filipino off your hands or to take your daughter off your hands? I'm giving you this one lump sum up front. Don't you come talking to me. Don't you come asking her for shit. She is officially mine, bitch. Is that really the conversation you want to have? Because now this girl is being passed around like she's a fucking piece of property, right? But then again, you have to sit there and you have to have these conversations. I mean, if you want to pay for her freedom, for lack of a better term, I mean, you can. You feel me? I mean, you can do it. But I asked the question because I believe that it deserves, some topic of conversation. It deserves some talk. I think that you could probably offer the family some money to pay for her freedom because that's kind of what you're basically doing. You're paying for that girl to no longer be the responsibility of the family, and you're paying for that to be now your girl. Now, like I said, you can do the dowry, you can pay for her freedom, for lack of a better term, because that's the best way for me to say it, or you can continue with that headache for the rest of your life, the rest of your natural life. I think it's probably best to pay the one time lump sum. At least offer it. I know that sounds crazy. It sounds fucked up, but you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, we're dealing with a different part of the world. We're dealing with a different part of the world. All right. So we're gonna sit there and believe that it does exist. Maybe, maybe not. All right, 11 in the building, man. Appreciate y'all locking in, showing love to the good man. Y'all make sure y'all drop a like. Make sure you caress, molest, and distress yourself all over that like button. It wants it, needs it, most definitely has to have it. You already know the rules, man. Likes mandatory, support optional. All right, my man says I don't think it's a one-time payment. Likely not, but I do believe that if you make it contractual and you really draw the contract up and there's lawyers involved, it might be a one-time payment. He said it's a month after month, year after year type of payment, and it's the damn excuse they use to get money are endless. Yes, and it gets old and expensive fast. Your love best be rock solid. True that. It definitely is a consistent thing. It's definitely okay. I need this. I need that. What are you gonna do for this? I need that. I need that. I need that. Again, like I said, man, people get sick all the time. There's always a tuition payment. There's always something for somebody to ask you for some money, and you're like, bro, this shit's starting to get on my nerves, man. Trust me, it'll get on your nerves real quick if you ain't careful. All right. So again, you as the foreigner, you have all the power. You do realize that, right? You have all the power to make these decisions. Just because you commit yourself to somebody doesn't mean that you can decommit. I've seen people commit to D1 scholarships and say, I don't want to go there no more. Same rules apply in the Philippines, bro. Just because you commit yourself to one girl, you can decommit quickly, right? If you are not willing to accept that responsibility, man, you can just get the fuck out. I've seen a lot of foreigners say, yo, man, this shit ain't for me. I don't want it. I don't need it. This is the type of stress I did not sign up for. We have a lot of foreigners who choose to live that free agent lifestyle. Shout out to my man Red. But you got a lot of people who choose to live that freelancer lifestyle, and that's cool. I'm not against it. No commission, no commitments, no anything, right? We just hooking up, we just having fun, and that works for some, but it don't work for all. Some people are actually looking for love. If you believe that exists, I like to believe that, in my heart of hearts, my girl loves me. I do. And I do believe she does. I mean, she's shown, different times wherein it's almost as if her love is unconditional. And I think that's pretty cool. I mean, but then again, you can't really have that same expectation for every girl that you're in a relationship with. You can't expect them all to love you the same. You can't expect them all to fall in line the same. And as a result, you just have to be willing to accept the fact that if her love is conditional, are you willing to make this shit transactional? Are you willing to sit there and say, you know what, man, I understand that my love comes with a price tag, or her love for me comes with a price tag, and I'm willing to pay that price. If you're not, don't involve yourself in a Filipina that's the breadwinner of the family. I think it's very easy to pinpoint and dictate and to identify the Filipina that's the breadwinner of the family. It's very easy to figure that out. It's just you have to understand whether you're willing to commit to that. If you're not willing to commit to that, then don't. Don't put yourself in a situation where oh shit, this is what I have to pay for. This is now my responsibility. Because I tell you guys, I didn't sign up for this shit. I tell people all the time, man, I didn't sign up for it. I didn't sign up to be responsible for taking care of somebody else's family. You know, I don't mind helping out every now and again, but it's not my responsibility to take care of somebody else's entire fucking family. And if you don't have that thought process, or if you're not really mentally set for that, it's trouble, man. It's complete and utter trouble. Because now you're in a position wherein once you're in it, and I mean once you're deep in it, you're stuck, right? You can't say no. How dare you say no? You can't just deny it. You could try to set a one-time payment every month, and that is what it is. And if you don't try to correct that behavior in the beginning, yeah, that's going to be a problem. But there's just a lot that goes into it, guys. And I just want to make sure that as a foreigner who knows how these situations go, just want to make sure that you guys are prepared for it. Because if you're not prepared for it, man, it's trouble. And it's troubling, right? It's disturbing. I ain't got time for that shit. I don't make enough money in the world for me to take care of y'all. All my hard-earned money, everything that I work my ass off for is gonna go to take care of somebody else's problems? Oh hell no, Karen. You know, fucked up, man. You talking to the wrong one, bro. Man, I worked my ass off to get where I am in my life today, man. I bust my ass, and I'm busting my ass for somebody else, and I'm not gonna be able to enjoy the fruits of my labor or the fruits of whatever I put in, what kind of work, all my investments, and all of my shit. You mean to tell me that's gonna go to somebody else, not me? No, sir. No, sir, no, sir, no, sir. I'm human. I'm a nice dude, I promise you, but bitch, you ain't taking all my money. I tell you right now, they ain't taking all my money. Anywho, 13 in the building, man. Y'all make sure y'all drop a like. I'd highly appreciate that, man. Y'all know the rules. Likes, mandatory, support, optional, right? Y'all know how it goes. My man Roy Jones, what's good with you, bro? One of my favorite boxers of all time, by the way. He says it's not my responsibility. I am not responsible. I'm sorry for her family. She is. I'm not obligated. Nip it in the bud as soon as possible. True. What would happen if something happens to her? Who's gonna step up? Hopefully, by the time that particular situation happens, the younger siblings are now in their adult age, and it's their responsibility and their problem. But it's always gonna be your problem. You know, some family members are destructive and they're toxic as fuck. Tell you right now, Filipino families can be toxic. I have to say this and preface this by saying our family members can be toxic too. But I'm telling you, man, I don't know about y'all, but Filipino families are toxic as hell. Bruh, they some toxic people because they have a tendency to make you feel bad about fucking taking care of the family. Like, oh my God, we're over here starving. We don't have no food to eat. There's no electricity. There's no water. Them bitches over here just giving you the sob story. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Oh my God, I can't believe that. Oh, this. Yo, trust me. I've seen girls get these text messages, man. And even if at the time I couldn't understand it, they would definitely translate it for me. You understand? So when you take on that type of responsibility, you got to understand it's all the way or nothing at all. If you're not willing to lay down the ground rules of what your financial support will do, you're in trouble. You feel me? Shout out to my boy Lamont Taylor. What's good with you, man? My man said, Mr. Smith, where did they take the globe, doc? I don't know, man. They done stole the damn globe at the Mall of Asia, bro. That shit in the middle of the ocean somewhere. That's what I believe. I believe it is in the middle of the ocean, swimming with the sharks and shit. But yo, man, it is what it is, bro. You said y'all going to the Philippines to go Dutch. Not quite, bro. I don't think it's possible to go Dutch in the Philippines, but it's hard for me to sit there and be okay with the idea of a foreigner taking responsibility for a young lady and her family. It ain't even all that important. No, I'm sorry, I gotta fix something on my computer. My bad, bruh. Crazy. I can't be that dude, bro. I'm too broke. Fuck it. My hard-earned money goes to me. God bless me with the ability to be selfish. God dang it, I'ma be selfish. Tell you, I'm selfish, and I don't mind it, and I don't care. You either fuck with me or you don't. I can't tell you what to do with your life, but I'm selfish. I want all of my monies. I'm not here to fucking. I'm not here to take care of nobody but me and my girl. Since I've committed myself to a relationship, I will take care of my girl. Now, like I said, that does not mean that every now and again, if baby girl's like, you know what, I think it might be okay to send some money. All right, here you go, bitch. Here's $50 for you. Send it to me. But I'm not gonna sit there and be selfish and take care of my girl every now and then. And the damn sure ain't gonna be all the time. My man said I'm playing the world's smallest violin. I'm telling you, man, them sob stories be getting y'all, man. I don't know if you ever heard them though. What are we gonna do? The lights off. We ain't got no electricity. We ain't got no water. We ain't got this. We ain't got that. You know how I go, man. Shit. Tell you, bro. My sincere gestures can only go but so far. I can only take care of me and mine. I only signed up to take care of me and mine. If you want to have a problem, I tell my girl this all the time because she know I love her and she knows she'll damn near get whatever she wants as long as I feel like getting it for her and I can afford it. I like, look, I love you. You are a very, very special individual in my life. But I promise you this, you can always go to your family anytime that you want to. If you want to sit there and allow your family to make you feel away because you chose to be with this foreigner and this foreigner's not taking care of the family, and you want to go back to them, baby girl, any time of the day, just say the word, love. Just say the word. You can go anytime you want to, boo. Nobody is keeping you here. You're not required to stay next to the good doc. Huh? Huh? You ain't required to be here. You are not required to be here by law. Until you marry me, until you commit to getting the good doc's last name and you become me and you become a part of the family, then I don't give a fuck. You just gonna sit your ass there and we just gonna make it happen. Right? But before that, look, if you want to do your thing, boo, do you. You have every right to leave anytime you want to. I don't hold you, love. I don't hold you. Because the minute your family start acting up and everybody want to get in their feelings, if you want to go ahead and take their side, by all means, you can take their side all the way over there, love. I'm gonna stay over here, and I'm gonna live my best life because my monies is my monies, and I don't get that bitch up to nobody. You ain't never met a motherfucker cheaper than me. I mean, I try to do good every now and again, but boy, I'm all about growing my money, and she know that too. So just gotta be careful, bro. My man said he watched old buddy's stream, and it looks like half of those guys sending money to women they never touched. Oh yeah, you know that. You know that. Come on, man. They always sending money to the Filipinas that they never met. Oh, my online relationship is so real. My online relationship is so real. Mm. She told me when I get there, I can touch it. She told me when I get there, I can smell it. Ah, shit. Hey, good luck, man. But I promise you, if I was there, I probably would have been there ran through it though. I'm not saying, but I'm saying though. You gotta understand, man. If there's brothers in the country right now, they probably doing their thing with it, and they just they might leave a little bit for you. But I wouldn't bet I would not bet my last peso on that one. Gotta understand, somebody out there getting it. Like I said, every excuse in the book, fam. Sister got cancer, neighbors in a coma, dog has a toothache, bruh. Ha! That's funny. Bruh, every excuse in the book to get money out of you. This shit don't mean nothing. You know what's funny though, man? Like, I wish I could tell you, but I'll put it to you like this, man. You fucking with the wrong one if you think that we just gonna send money and you not prove that this shit is going to exactly where it's supposed to go to. All it takes is one time for you to make me feel skeptical about the way you do your thing. That's all it takes, man. Give me one time, bitch. You make me feel uncomfortable about the money that I send because you can't provide me what I need to know that you are legit shit. You ain't never get no money ever again. Believe you me, homie. Believe you me. All right. What we got? 16 in the building, 13 in the building. I don't know. Appreciate y'all coming through, locking in with the good dot, man. Y'all know the rules, man. Make sure y'all can rest, but let's end these stretch stuff over that like button. It wants it, needs it, most definitely has to have it. You guys want to support the good dot, please feel free to do so. But of course, I'm happy and blessed you choose to come through, spend a little bit of time with your boy today. Now and then, I'm trying to make sure that my number over here say 13, my number over here say 18. I don't know what the fuck going on, man. Let me try to refresh this bitch because them numbers are different. Maybe I just need to make sure that my numbers are off. Anywho, my man Nova, what's going on with you, bro? Or you, or I'm sorry. I assume you're a male. My bad if you're not. My man Jay says if you date a woman in the U.S., you probably spend more money than that. It would cost you to support a Filipino family. I can't really disagree. A little help is not that big a deal. you see, Jay, I agree with you on that one. A little help, not a big deal. I gotta change hands real quick. Give me a second. All right. Nah, I don't like this image, man. I don't look good. I look better from the side. Anywho, you're right, bro. A little help goes a long way. All right. A little help, man. A little help goes a long way. Real talk. But the problem is that little help though, bro, that shit starts to become a consistent thing. And when it starts to become consistent, I think that's where a lot of us have a problem. Nobody under no circumstances probably has an issue with, a couple $100 here and there. I know I don't necessarily have the issues with a couple of $100 every now and again. Maybe every few months or so, somebody might need something. If I had to do it, I'd probably lock in and say, you know what? I can live with that. And like you said, bro, little help is not a big deal. It's just when it starts to become consistent and it's every day or every week or every month. It's like, bro, come on, man. Bitch, didn't you just ask me for money yesterday? Didn't you just ask me for money a week ago? Like, come on now. Now you're starting to take advantage, right? Y'all bitches starting to take my kindness for weakness. And I kind of feel a way about that, right? Doc is a nice guy. I like to think so. I like to think that I'm okay. I ain't the best in the world, but damn it, I do okay, right? But if you go try to make this a consistent thing, like every day, trying to take my kindness for weakness, now all of a sudden that's disrespectful as fuck to me. Now I start to feel away. Like, oh, so you just think I'm one of them pussy ass dudes that send money to you just because? No, thank you. No, sir. I'm not that guy. Then I cut you off and I block you because now all of a sudden you're making me feel like you're trying to disrespect me. That's where I draw the line. A little help every now and again, perfect. Hit me up every 6 months for some money. Maybe if I'm in a generous mood, I might. Every 6 minutes? No, sir. That's not gonna fly. All right. Every 6 minutes, not gonna fly. Shout out to my man Larry. What's going on with you, man? There are 18 in the building, or there was 18. Shout out to my man Reggie Dollars. What's good? There you go, Roy Jones. Got to hit him with that sorry out of stock. Long stock, sir. No stock, sir. I ain't got it, bro. I ain't got it like that. I'm human. I'm a grown ass man, but I got feelings too. If I feel like you're trying to take advantage of me, ain't gonna happen, bro. Hey, I gotta turn this camera off real quick because my hand hurt trying to hold this shit. So y'all just rock with me. All right, like I said, until I rudely interrupted myself. Damn, my hand hurt. I can't hold my phone like that. I don't have a stand for it, but I'll figure it out later. Anyway, like I was saying, man, there comes a time in every man's life where you gotta start making these necessary decisions for yourself, right? You gotta start making these decisions for you. Are you willing to be the support system for your Filipinas entire family? If the answer is no, I ask you to be cautious in your approach when dealing with the Filipinas that are the primary breadwinners for their family. My man Mr. Smith said it best. They will find damn near every excuse in the book to try to get you to send some monies. And it's unfortunate that it has to be that way. But yet and still, as a foreigner, you got to understand what you're signing yourself up for. You can always say no. You feel me? You can always say no. They understand the word no very well, right? Sometimes every now and again, somebody will hit me up talking about, yo, can I get 1,000 pesos? And I'll ignore the message, right? Somebody will be like, yo, can I get 1,000? And I'll ignore the message. This bitch will be right. Let me tell you what happened. They'll be like, can I get 1,000 pesos? I won't answer. So they'll message me like 20 fucking times and I still won't answer. And then she'll be like, okay, I'ma block you. And then I'll be like, good, block me. And then she's like, oh, you responded. Please help me. I'm like, bitch, your ass ain't going nowhere, man, because I'm probably just one of probably 20 people that you ask, and you sit there and you cry, bitch, and moan, talking about, oh, I need you. You're the only one that can help me. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, bitch, send me some titty pics and a video of you playing with yourself, and I might consider it. I know I'm not perfect, but fuck it. If I'm gonna send you some money, bitch, you coming out of pocket on something. I gotta make sure that the exchange is fair for both parties involved. Yes, you asked me for 1,000 pesos, bitch. You better be willing to come off of that shit. If you're not, then I will block you for you. Okay? Because I'm not just gonna sit there and just be the nice guy all the time, man. I'm tired of being that dude Hey, fair exchange, ladies and gentlemen. You ain't even my bitch, and you over here trying to ask me for something. What's wrong with you? What the fuck is your issue, and what is your problem? You know, that's kind of how you gotta treat it sometimes. Sometimes that's how you gotta treat the situation. And it sucks that you have to be that hard out there, man. But you know what's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to get the money for the rent or the Cadillac and something money spent. You got a whole lot of bitches jumping shit. Look, I don't know how you handle your business. I can't tell you how to handle your business. But what I can tell you is you should not be shocked. You should not be surprised, taken back, appalled, any of that if a Filipino uses you for your resources. Okay? You'll likely find that with Filipinos that have to support their entire families. And I've made this abundantly clear a long time ago, but nobody listens to me. And the reason nobody listens to me is because I just sound like a disgruntled YouTuber. Every now and again, I go on my rants and raves, but recently, within the last few months, or at least the turn of the year, I've made some very, very salacious statements about Filipino YouTubers. I love them. Okay, I love them. Love them hoes, man. They're awesome. They're doing their thing. They're making their money. Doing way better than me. Way better than me. I'm over here actually having to put in work. I'm over here actually having to put together a live show with some fantastic fucking content. Doc's over here busting his ass for his audience, but these hoes can sit there and sit in front of a screen with a goddamn bikini on and shit and do bikini haul videos and shit or walk around on the beach with their ass half out. And I'm over here got to work. I gotta work my ass off just to get you motherfuckers to look at me, right? Pause. But I've often been critical of Filipino, YouTubers and vloggers because I'm like, I love that you get the attention from the dudes. These thirsty motherfuckers out here, they're not going anywhere, and it makes me feel glad that you're taking their money. But I don't know what most of these girls are doing with their money. And I have to tell them, look, man, your beauty and looks and all of that shit gonna fade after a while, love. And eventually, what you thought was coming in and what you thought would be consistent for a longer period of time, that period of time can be shortened if guys find somebody else that's better. So what I want you to do is find a way to invest your money, but you don't understand that behind the scenes, a lot of these girls are taking care of their families as well. They're sending money home to their families as well. I don't know if they got a foreigner in the background curating their channels 99.9% of the time, the ones that have really made it happen, that are coming up with these contexts and this content and coming up with these fucking extravagant scripts and shit. You can tell that they're being curated by some foreigner behind the scenes. But all I know is that all you got to do is do right by your people, do right by your family. But a lot of them are taking care of their families for real, for real. Like they put in money behind their families and supporting them and all of that shit. So who knows if whatever money they make on a monthly basis, they even get to keep, or if they're able to save it or do something nice with it. I mean, I think old girl who used to have the channel before her ass got pregnant. I mean, I think she bought a house for her family and shit. And then who knows what old girl's doing with her people and her family out there in the province and shit. Yeah, it sounds good and everything that this YouTube money's popping, but what about you? What are you doing for you? Are you taking care of you? Because I promise you, if I was curating your channel, love, I mean, the percentage split is going to be 80-20. I get 80, you get 20. Because look, man, I'm putting in the work, I'm writing the script, I'm doing the lighting. I'm doing the editing. All you doing is providing the pretty face, love. I promise you this, man. That's an 80-20 all day long. And what you do with your 20, I can't tell you. But everything that you get, we got a whole 360 deal popping off, love. And that's just the way it's going to be, right? You the pretty face, man. Just read the script. Look good when you do it. Put on a nice little, short skirt, little tight panties, whatever it may be. Look good on camera, man, and let's make this money. But, I mean, it's like prostitution without having to really sleep with anybody. It's genius. I mean, it takes a while to build up, but I digress, ladies and gentlemen. Let me fall back into my train of thought. um Oftentimes my criticalness comes from I hope that they're doing right things with their money, because when them looks fade and nobody trying to fuck with you and nobody trying to look at you, and your content don't hit the same way that it did when you first came out, what you gonna do then? Like, what you gonna do? Where you gonna be at? Like, where are you gonna be at the next 5 years? See me, the beautiful thing about the Good Dr. Mike TV is I'm cool where I'm at. I don't need nobody to support me. I got a job. I go out there, I bust my ass every day. I invest, I do all this shit. Whatever little money that YouTube brings in, it's a blessing in disguise because it's additional income that I can put towards investing if I need to. Like I said, y'all see, Social Blade told y'all I don't make a lot of money every month. So I'm out here hustling, busting my ass because this is what I'm supposed to do. Eventually, it will pay off because I'm the best in this bitch and can't nobody tell me otherwise. But for everybody else who's just relying on their looks, I don't know how that's gonna work for you in the years to come. And when you run out of content, or when your channel dries up, or the person that was curating your shit decided to leave and deal with a younger bitch, um, all that money that you were giving to your family, if that's the way you're handling your situation, all that money you was doing with everybody else, or whatever it may be, I don't know where it's gonna be at, love. I don't know exactly what you're gonna do. Like, where you at? You used to be the hot thing in 2021, 2022. They're outdoing you, boo. I hope you did good things with your money. Like I said, that's all I want. Like, if you're gonna make the money, I hope you're doing good things with it, because you know how Filipinos are, man. They don't know. They're not very good with money, and I say this with all respect, man. They are not good with money. None of them are really good with money. I don't know how they feel about investing. Like I said, my girl, she knows she's all about investing because it's fun for her now. Train them, show them another side of life, man, and they'll be all right. But that's not the way a lot of Filipinos are, have come up. Imagine, dude, I can sit in front of this camera for 5 minutes and get 100,000 views on a video. That 100,000 views could translate into what, $100, maybe a little bit more, depending on how YouTube pays out for the algorithm and how it pays out for the video at the time. You're killing it. You're over here thinking you doing your damn thing. Um, but when that money comes in, man, what happens when you fall off? That's the greatest question of all time. What happens when you fall off? Because these videos and these girls, man, they come and go. See, the good doc, I'm here forever. I got content for days. I always got shit to talk about. I can talk about anything I want to and make it sound motherfucking interested, and that's what I do, right? But when you ugly, no, I'm not saying ugly because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But when you're not as beautiful and not as attractive as these guys once thought you were, it's like, well, I'd rather give my money to somebody else. I'd rather give my money to somebody else. Who's the new hottest thing right now? You feel me? I'd rather throw my money at her because I done seen your titties before. I done seen your ass before. I want something. I want some new titties. I want some new ass. Ladies, with all due respect, that's just how it works. All right. Anywho, I know I talked shit for a minute. My apologies. 21 in the building, man. Appreciate all 21 of y'all locking in, showing love to the good doc. I know the rules. Make sure y'all caress my love and distress yourself a little bit. That like button. It wants it, needs it, most definitely has to have it. You want to support, please feel free to do so. But of course, I'm happy and blessed you choose to come through. Spend a little bit of time with your boy today. Now and then, back to the topic at hand, man. Dealing with breadwinner Filipinas when they are the breadwinners. She's just scouting you for resources, man. Or you could date a Filipina who's a YouTuber and you can get into that relationship. And she's out here showing her ass to every dude who will fucking do anything for her. And it just becomes a whole situation. And you'll be like, I want you to start up your YouTube channel. And she'll be like, motherfucker, you going to pay my bills? And you say, yes. Oh, now you have accepted the responsibility of being the primary breadwinner for that Filipino. Is that really what you want? What you really, really want? So tell them what you want, what you really, really want. You wanna. Shout out to the Spice Girls. Anyway, I know I just said some stupid shit, but I want you to understand where I'm coming from, gents. I mean, this is a decision that you make for yourself. Filipinos, bloggers, YouTubers, whatever you call yourselves, love you. I do. I only want what's best for you, boo. I know that I am hard out. I'm hard on these thoughts out here. Definitely hard on y'all, hardest the most because y'all make the most money. Shit, y'all killing it out here in these streets. Come on, like I said, man, I gotta sit there and beg these motherfuckers to listen to me. You know. So when that money comes in as nicely as it does, I want you to do good things with it, right? You know. Am I asking too much? I feel like I am. I do feel like I'm doing it. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I'm definitely keeping that pimp hand strong, pimp juice. Like I said, man, I don't think I could have girls underneath me. I mean, I'm not gonna hurt anybody, but you know me, I'm kind of hard. Like the way that I work on my channel, man, as often and as consistent as I try to drop videos for you guys or I try to put content out for you guys, I have the same expectation for everybody else, man. Fuck that once a week. Fuck that every other day. Motherfucker, I might want you to drop 3, 4 videos in a day. If you ain't got that type of work ethic, love, I'm gonna be hard on you. I'm definitely gonna be hard on you. That's why I can't have nobody underneath me, man. Because I push myself harder than anybody that will probably ever be willing to work. Why? Because if you want to be great, you got to put out content, man. You just got to be in everybody's face 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Eventually, I'm going to become undeniable, ladies and gentlemen. Eventually, they're not going to be able to deny me anymore. Doc is going to be that dude. Just wait. Just wait. Solid. Just give it time, ladies and gentlemen. Eventually, you're gonna see that in this sector right here, nobody can touch me because I'm fucking immortal. Because nobody can put out content on a consistent basis like I'm willing to do. That's what I try to tell them, man. But you know, it's all. My man Eric says I need a mankini try on special. No, sir. I don't think they're ready for that. Treat them like prostitutes. Hey, that's not nice, but it's true. Shout out to my man Paul. Appreciate you checking in with the good doc, man. My man Mr. Smith says a girl was on video chat crying for me to send money because her sister was in a hospital and was dying. I told her your sister was not dying when we met yesterday. She couldn't even wait 24 hours. He said, "Did your sister die all of a sudden?" Dude, this is disturbing as hell. This shit is disturbing as hell. Let me tell y'all something, real talk. I had a girl who basically threatened to end her life because she was like, "You're the only one that can help me." She threatened to hurt herself. And I said, and I just blocked her. 2 minutes later, this bitch posted pictures on Facebook and shit. Like, what? Like, oh, hold on, time out, time out, time out, time out, rewind. About 2 minutes or 2 hours ago, you was threatening to hurt yourself, but I look on your Facebook feed the next hour or so, and your ass is still posting pictures like everything is all good and shit. I'm like, you know what? Y'all keep that same energy, bruh. Fuck all that. I'm good, man. My man says my Filipina doesn't want me to work. Don't work, man. Fuck. Nah, don't do that. If my Filipino wanted to support me because of the time that we have in with this relationship, I'd quit because I could sit here and do YouTube full time, man. I'll sit here and talk to y'all motherfuckers like my life is gravy. But, if ever your girl decides to stop supporting you, it's gonna be hard for you, like if you ain't got your own money, you know? So don't do that. Gotta have as long as you got a little savings and she's willing to support you, yeah, you can do that as long as you got money. But if you ain't got nothing to your name, uh, I wouldn't risk it. Them bitches changed like 9 day. Fellow traveler, my man, what's good with you, bro? No, Doc's not in Davao right now. Still sitting here down in the great state of South Kakalaki, spending some time with my dad. Roger says, I only say it once, he'll watch you fall on your face. Shout out to my man James. What's good with you, brother? He says, if your Filipina is the breadwinner and has kids, where do you draw the line as far as giving support to the family? James, to be honest with you, bro, set a price. That's it, man. I don't know what that price point would be for anybody, but set a monthly price. I'm not fond of giving money every month. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now. If it comes to familial support, I'm not fond of money every month because then it's going to start to become an expectation. And when it starts to become an expectation, it's like, yo, they're expecting it. They're going to whatever. But every other month, every few months or so, okay. But if it did have to be an every month thing, you have to set the price point what you feel comfortable with, whether that's a couple of $100, $500, $1,000. I can't tell you what that number would be. I think 1,000 is fucking ridiculous. I would never tell you to do that. But again, I can't determine your price point. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. And whatever it is, that's the money they get per month. Don't ask me for anything. Don't ask my girl for anything else. Look, that shit's supposed to last you an entire month. You spend it all in an entire day. That's your problem. It is not mine, right? But then what's gonna happen is you got these Filipinos going out there, Filipino people in general going out there getting them loans and shit, them payday loans or whatever you want to call it. In the Philippines, that's them Indian folk, right? They be out here giving out these loans and shit. You know what I'm saying? They be loaning the fuck out these people. But you start dealing with them and they start dealing with their loans and stuff like that. It becomes an issue because now they're piling onto their debt, right? And they're gonna try to sit there and give you the sob fucking story. Nobody needs the sob fucking story. You know what I mean? Gotta be careful though. So I would set a price point every month, whatever that price point is comfortable for you. I send no more at all. Don't ask me for anything else, man. Don't ask me for no bonuses. Don't ask me for no 13 months pay like your fucking employee. Don't ask me. This is what you're getting. That's all I got for you. Don't ask me for anything else. Gotta put your foot down on that one for sure. Most of like that, it's all an act. Oh yeah, they be dramatic as fuck, man. Girl talk about she gonna kill herself and shit, and she posted pictures like 5 minutes later. Kind of shit is that? He said, if your lady is making money, you don't have a day. Hold on, you don't have a day. How much? She, are you saying you don't have a clue how much she is making in a day? I'm sorry, I missed that one. My bad, bro. My man Chris. Oh yeah, we talked, bro. I remember you mentioned that. Oh yeah, the Filipino with the nurse. That's right, bro. Do your thing, man. Keep your job, bro. She said she doesn't want me to work, stay at home, and I get a weekly allowance. Too good to be true. But scary at the exact same time. If you got money and you got savings, man, I sit my ass at home. The thing is, like I said, I got longevity with mines, man. I've been with her for years, man. I didn't just meet her yesterday. Like I said, I got money. I trade. Like I said, I have money to invest and stuff. So I have money to the side. So if my girl wants me to sit on my ass and she want to give me an allowance to sit at home and do the things that I want to do, I will gladly, I repeat, gladly sign up for that. She gonna pay all the bills and shit? Oh, yes, sir. Don't say anything else. I've been looking for a sugar mama for so long, bruh. And you mean to tell me my sugar mama younger than me? Yo, tell me where to sign up. Like I said, I got my money in check. If I wanted to quit today, I would. But just be careful, man. Because I kind of feel like when you do set that precedent or you do allow her to take care of you, she might try to make demands and shit. Like, hold up, bitch. You asked me to stop. I didn't need to stop. I was making good money. You asked me to do this. So don't think you're going to try to run shop on me. I want no bum ass dude that you just happen to hook up with so that you can try to control and, take advantage of. No, man. Look, I got my own shit. If I want to get the fuck up out of here today, I will leave. So make sure you keep your pimp ham strong, even if you sitting on the couch playing Xbox and PS5, bitch. Make sure they know. Look, I know I might be sitting here playing a game of Madden right now, but you better not disturb me while I'm playing Madden. Look, if you want to get some of this dick, bitch, wait till I finish. You still gotta make sure, and I'm saying that to be funny, but saying it to be real, you gotta make sure that she knows that you still run the show because you asked me to quit. I didn't quit because I needed to. I didn't quit because I can't. Oh, I'm just a bum and I can't make my own money. You asked me to do this shit, so I'm still gonna do things on my own time. Best way to live that life. That's how I would live it. You know what I mean? I didn't quit because I had to. I quit because you made it, or you asked me nicely to do so. That's the best way to put it. He said they gonna end up like the Squid Games. You ain't never lied, bro. Killing themselves off some crazy shit. My man says off topic. Have you heard of Saitama Coin? I believe $200 a month to a Filipina family is not bad. I've heard of Saitama. I just don't know how to invest in it, bro. I only got Coinbase Pro, and I've been looking for how I can get into Saitama Coin because people have been raving about that shit, and I feel like I'm about to miss out because I can't find out where to buy it at. Like I said, Coinbase Pro is not giving me the goodies, man, and it's kind of making me feel away. But if you know how to invest in it, please let me know. My man says, Doc, why don't you get married and go to Dabo? Uh, you know what, man? I got too much going on with my life here in the United States. I thought about it, but I got a lot that I want to achieve here. I got a lot that I'm still working towards here The problem with me is I still have shit, not age or longevity. Fuck, get the words right. I still got time, man. Like I still got a lot of this working that I'm trying to get done. I still got a lot of things that I can accomplish while I'm still here. I understand I could probably work as an online teacher, but that shit's not gonna pay me my worth. So I've really just been focused on trying to find ways to better myself or to find ways to get my money together to the point where I can be on autopilot for the rest of my life. And I think that's just going to take up the majority of my time. And I'm not yet ready to commit myself fully to a time in the Philippines, especially right now, because there's not a lot to do. Yes, until she starts bossing you around and treating you like crap, it's not as good as it sounds. Yeah, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, baby girl, don't raise your voice at me. Don't treat me like I'm a fucking child. You asked me to quit, and I'm talking to my man Chris here, but I'm just saying. Like I said, bro, like Bootyloo, you asked me to quit. Look, I'm happy being here on the couch, chilling. I promise you. You make good money for the both of us. You want to give me a weekly allowance? By all means, do what you do, boo. But I'm still gonna do what the fuck I want to do, right? That don't change, right? I tell you straight up, that shit does not change, pimp. My man says, I get what you're saying. I said, I've been a houseman for a year now. I make sure I take care of my business. It's a must, of course. We are the same age in the mid 30s. Yeah, man, I kind of feel like I got too much going on in my life. I got too much that I want to try to accomplish. That's why I'm very scared to sit around and, allow myself to kick it. I'm not against it. Again, I'm not against it. But again, I run the show here. Even though I'm the one not working, that's your fucking choice, right? I still run the show over here, and don't ever get it twisted. You understand? I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. All right. If I want to go out with my people and hang out with my friends, I will still do that. All right. No, ma'am. Don't try to boss me around because you think that now you're the breadwinner or you have this perceived notion that you're the breadwinner. No, ma'am. It's not going to work that way. Because remember this, ladies and gentlemen, and I say this very slowly so that you guys will pick up what the good doc is putting down. If you the house husband, your money is our money and my money is my money. Always the way to remember that, gents. These girls like to play that shit on us all the time. About time we flip the script. Your monies is our monies, but my monies is my monies. So that weekly allowance you want to give me, do your thing. But no, no, don't think for one second you run the show over here. It's on Bitmart. Man, I gotta download a whole nother application just to give me some Saitama. Bruh, I don't have the energy to keep downloading this shit, man. I got Bit Pionex, man. I got Pioneer. I got Coinbase Pro. Too much shit going on right now. I'm not trying to add another app for this. And then I got to try to transfer money into this and do this. That's why I don't even want to be buying this shit, man. But I might be late if I feel like I'm out the loop, but I'll get it. I'll figure it out. Yo, 21? Yeah, 21 it looks like, bro. 21 in the building, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, showing love to the good dot, man. Y'all know the rules, man. Make sure y'all can rest, molest, and distress yourself a little bit. That like button. It wants and it needs it most definitely has to have it. Y'all want to support, please feel free to do so. But of course, I am happy and blessed you choose to come through, spend a little bit of time with your boy today. Now you're dead. Goddamn, my shit keep turning off, man. I don't know what's wrong with my battery. Anyways, he said my girl jumped up out of her sleep last night with a giant cockroach on her shirt. Oh no. He said I was trying to help, but she was running around too fast. Tell her to sit down. Tell her, hey baby girl, chill, 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 chill. I got you. I got you, boo. Yeah, you still gotta do your manly duties, man. Kill some cockroaches, man. Make them make them feel safe and shit. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be the breadwinner of the family, cool. If you want to sit there and be taken care of by your Filipina, that's cool too. Just make sure that you're still making your money on the side and that you're still doing your own thing and living your best life. I kind of feel like when women get into a position where guys are taking care of them, they kind of stop doing anything and everything and let the man take care of them. I think any man with any decent train of thought will know this sounds good in the moment, but it may not last forever. And that's kind of how I feel with everything. And when you know that it doesn't last forever, ladies and gentlemen, you know that it's time for you to get your grind on. So always make sure that you're making money regardless, whether you're sitting at home or doing nothing. How do I make money? Fucking YouTube, selling ebooks, all that extra bullshit that I've been doing for the last 5 years and stuff. I got a little side hustle that I work on and stuff like that. I do some flipping every now and again. So, there's always something that you can do to put a little extra cash in your pocket, even if you are getting a little allowance. So, just something to think about. Not saying that a lot of guys are willing to sit down. I do have that tendency to really get anxious when I sit down for too long. So, yeah, whatever works for you, my boy, whatever works for you. What I've experienced with the Filipino is not even close to what I've experienced with other races. My Filipino truly is all about taking care of me, making sure I'm good, making sure that I've ate and whatnot. And that's the type of energy you should expect from your young lady. I would not expect anything less, sir. I would not expect anything less. All right. If your girl is taking care of you, my boy, hey, I mean, shit, you can't fight it, man. I see it every day of my life, man. I've seen it every day that I lived in the Philippines. I see it right now when I come visit my dad. My stepmom takes care of my dad all day long. Like, she's always cooking, man. She can work a shift, come home, make sure there's food on the table. That's real, right? And your girl going and your woman's gonna take care of you like that because she's supposed to. That's what she's supposed to. That's what she's supposed to do, right? So as long as she's doing her job and as long as you're comfortable in your position, man, I wouldn't fight it. Shit, I wouldn't fight it at all, man. I just enjoy it for what it is and what it has to offer, for sure. My man says I tell all females I believe in physical fitness. Oh yeah, gotta take care of yourself. I know that I'm lacking in these streets right now with my physical fitness, but I'm working on it. Promise. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, unless you guys got anything else to say, any comments, concerns, all of that good jazz, man, I am gonna let you guys go. I started a little bit later. You can put that on me. Nine times chances are I'm not coming on tomorrow for a live show. If I have a video that I want to give you guys, I will. But other than that, probably just going to take the day off tomorrow. You guys can watch all my old shit. If you ain't watched any of my videos, man, I'd appreciate y'all getting it in and dropping your likes, man. It has been fun, man. It's been a great one. I appreciate all of you guys coming through, showing your love, dropping your likes, man. Great energy tonight, man. And I hope that this video finds a lot of you well. I do believe that a video like this makes people contemplate their thoughts in reference to the types of Filipinos that they choose to date. I just want you to have this in the back of your mind. Okay. The one thing that I want you guys to have in the back of your mind is if your Filipina is the breadwinner, but she has a family to take care of, chances are you have to be wary of how the resources and the finances will be divvied up. She's making money. Likely, any money that's supposed to be for you guys is going to go to her. Shout out to my boo thing. Everybody say hello to the mean one, my baby girl right there. Love you, boo. Anyways, I'll call you later. But like I was saying, if you're dealing with a young lady that is the breadwinner of the family, you got to understand that that type of information is going to not information, but I'm sorry, that type of relationship. If she's the one taking care of the family, you got to understand where the resources may go, right? And if you marry her when you take her off the market, it may become your responsibility to take care of the family. You feel me? So as long as you guys are willing to accept that as fact, ain't gonna be too much that's gonna surprise you guys. But I want you to understand when you make that commitment, you got to be willing to put your foot down and understand that. Hold on, let me get this right. You have to understand that if you take advantage of that situation or you now take over, people could be asking you for money, man. You know what I'm saying? People could be asking you for money. Oh, damn thing. Hey, my girl over here exposing my secrets and shit. Anywho, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I understand how your situation works best for you. If you're cool with supporting the family, knock yourself the fuck out. All right. It's not going to be for everybody. If you're cool with a young lady taking care of you, like I would, if my girl did that for me all day, man, I sit on my ass. I don't play video games, but I find something to do, man. Shit. I live my best life. All right. With that being said, let me read these last comments and I'll go on about my business. Let me see. My girl says I refuse to get married in the Philippines. Don't even ask me that. Yes, for a long time I did make that refusal. But I'm coming around a little bit. There are going to be circumstances that will change my mind, but I'm coming around a little bit. He says, I don't mind taking care of my Filipino, but don't want to take care of another man's kids. So you just want a Filipino that's single, that don't have no kids, but you're okay with taking care of the family? Good question. Just asking. He said, no, my girl got a job to support her family there. I said, hell no, after they screwed me over once. Derek, you did tell me that story, man. And it sucks. Sucks ass. Sucks ass. Hey girl, you know if we move in to where we move into, we gotta be married. So don't sit there and try to play me. Don't sit there and try to play me in front of my people. Nah, try to make me look bad. Shit, I told you. If we move where we move to, we gotta be married. So I might change my might change my mind. I'm thinking about it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it has been fun, has been real, but it's time for the good doc to go and get to getting. All right, so with that being said, good doc is officially out. At least knuckle, but I love which means I am going now. Bye bye. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Makita. Mabuhay. Peace.